hello, Nancy here, and today I want to show you how to do a heel flap. The method I'm using are 2 circular needles. That's my preferred method, but it wouldn't matter if you were using 2 circulars, double points, or magic loop. You always work your heel flap separately. It's always a back and forth. It is not in the round. The elongated stitches that you see here are created by a slip stitch pattern, and I believe this is called Eye of Partridge. And it's a very standard pattern you see in many socks, and I think the reason for it is that A, looks attractive, but it also makes your sock heel a little stronger. It's always the heels and the toes that go first. You can slip these stitches one of 2 ways. You can do as I do. I always slip them as if to purl with my working yarn in back. Or you can slip them as if to knit with your working yarn in back. The only difference is if you slip it as if to knit, you get a little cross thing at the bottom of your stitch. You're in essence twisting it. That's fine. Whichever way you choose to go is okay, but just be sure you're consistent, because otherwise it's not going to look right. So whichever way you choose, it's fine. So just working with 1 needle here, and again, the back one's resting, we are going to do our heel flap. So we're going to slip as if to purl, then we're going to knit, slip as if to purl, 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 knit. If you don't end on a knit one, you've done something wrong, okay? So now we're going to turn it, and then we're going to slip our first stitch as the pattern is telling you to do, and that's pretty standard heel flap. We're going to slip the first stitch, and then we're going to purl all the way across. Do you see these long bars that go between stitches? That's the ones. Those were knit, those were slipped, so you can see the pattern on the back side. So we're going to purl across all these stitches. We're going to try to purl across all these stitches, and then you can see how this looks. But this is always on the wrong side that you do the purls. You don't want that on your right side. So we're going to go across. Again, you're always going to slip your first stitch, and there's good reason for that. You're going to see later on in my next video, you need that slip stitch to do your pickup for your gusset. Okay, so we're going to go across. Okay. Alright. Now, I believe my pattern is telling me that I'm going to need, I think I need 14 or 16. I'll have to look, but either way, I can easily count. These are worth 2 rows because you're only purling them every other row, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Or I can count the actual rows in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can do it that way. I can also flip it on the side here and count my little gusset slip stitch side. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay? But I'm going to keep going and finish this, and when you join me back, we're going to be turning the heel, and then after that, we're going to pick up our gusset stitches.